Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I just want to give you a special shout out. I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button and join our amazing community over here at the Aesthetic Dollar. My name is Emily and I'm the owner and brand designer behind the Aesthetic Dollar, which is a budgeting brand, and I design simple and minimal budgeting tools to bring the fun and aesthetic back into budgeting. I'm married to my husband Chris and we have 4 kiddos under the age of 10. We got started with the zero-based budget and cash stuffing methods back in 2017 and are currently working on saving up 6 months worth of expenses for a fully funded emergency fund. This will lead us to our ultimate goals, which are to invest wisely and give generously. So if you're interested in learning more, stay tuned. Well, hey you guys, and welcome back to another week of cash stuffing, another video. Super excited to hang out with you guys. This week we are stuffing $1,715 into our sinking funds and our savings challenges, and this is for the final week of October. I think it's the final week, yeah. Next week we'll be starting to stuff for November, which is crazy. And for anyone that ever comments on how good my bills look, that's how they normally look in real life. My teller actually apologized to me because he's like, I know you do cash stuffing videos and these bills are really bad. And I'm like, it's okay. So I did add the Canyon mini dashboard into my wallet because after having the Pine Haven mini dashboard in my Forest wallet and then switching to this one, it just felt, I don't know, kind of bare. So I wanted to add that in there. I do need to take out this envelope. I did some shopping, so I brought this with me. So we will put that back into our sinking funds binder when we get there. So first things first though, I am going to take out my receipts. I get those scanned into Fetch Rewards. And if you're new here, I talk about Fetch Rewards every single week because I love it so much, but it's basically a rewards app where you scan in your receipts and then those receipts turn into points and you can redeem the points for gift cards. So I always leave my referral code in the description in case you want to check it out. We both get bonus points when you scan in your first receipt, and they have such a good referral program. I love it. The fact that we both get bonus points is pretty awesome. So if you refer somebody, you get the extra bonus points, and it's truly just a win-win for everybody. All right, so let's take these $1 bills out. I have quite a few $1 bills that we will put into our savings challenge towards the end of the video. It's actually the very last thing that we do. So for spending, I am doing, and I'll show you guys this off camera. You can see I took a imperfect cash planning notepad. So this is the new design. It does not look very cute right now because it's really beat up, but I took this one just because I'm not going to sell it in the shop. It just has these 2 indents and it's not throughout the whole notebook, but it was a few pages. So I have my sinking funds and my amounts and my denominations listed out. And then I also have my savings challenges down here, but this is what I'm going to be looking at off camera as I'm doing my cash stuffing. So for spending, I always do, I know I've got some pretty tattered 20s that, oh my gosh, these are really bad, that we can get rid of because Chris and I both do, oh, did I just grab too many? Chris and I both do $30 in our spending. He does not have a spending envelope. He just uses a regular wallet, but I just give him the $30 cash, and that's just for whatever we feel like spending that money on during the week. Usually it's just like a drink at a gas station or something like that. But yeah, so I'm going to have 35 this week because I had 5 left over. I did remember to plan for food and drinks. So I'm going to do 40 in that one. This is just for like a quick lunch during the day. If I'm out and about, I don't like to leave the shop normally when I'm at work, but if I'm out and about, it just kind of gives me that freedom. Self-care and nails. I desperately need a fill, but my nail tech is visiting her family in Vietnam for 2 weeks and she doesn't come back for another week. So I'm gonna try to hold off. So 20, 40, 60 is what I have. So that is exactly what I need for a fill. And it also covers I give her a 25% tip because I love her. Rink rats. This is for my kids' concession stand requests when we are at hockey games. Kids Yes envelope. They're getting $10. And this is, again, just if we're out and about, going through the checkout at Target, they like to get like a little treat. And if I decide to say yes, that is the money that I would use for that. And then Kindness and Miscellaneous, I just recently combined those two envelopes into one. So I'm going to stuff $10, but two $5 bills into that one. And yeah, I think that is it for my wallet. So before we get started with the sinking funds and the savings challenges, I do have an unboxing to do with one of my favorite companies that I work with. I've been working with Jeulia Jewelry for at least 2 years, if not longer, and I own so many of their beautiful pieces, and I absolutely love this company. And I also work with She Said Yes, which is Julia's sister company, and I love Jeulia. Though was the very first company that I ever worked with, and so anytime they asked to collab, I'm like, of course, yes. So this is a gifted collab, so they gift me a beautiful piece of jewelry that I get to pick out from a list, and then I get to show you guys, and then I also have discount codes, which is really awesome. So in here, I'd never show this, and I'm going to this time. They do have a cleaning cloth that they include with every order. So it's just this cloth here that you can use to clean your jewelry. And then they include this gift bag so that if you are giving it as a gift, you can put it in the gift bag. And I have gifted their jewelry before, and I always use the gift bag because it just adds that extra touch. They also send their catalog with every order that you get, and they have so many things to choose from. So things for men, women, they even have pieces for kids that are like character pieces, or adults too, if you like that kind of stuff. Just some really cute things. I've gotten some necklaces for my daughters from here before, and yeah, it's just a really, really good selection, and you can also customize jewelry as well. So this I actually have gotten from them before, which might sound crazy to some of you guys, but it is my absolute favorite necklace, and mine broke, and I've been meaning to fix it. It was just one of my kids pulled on it and it broke, and so I just need to kind of get like those little jewelry pliers and just kind of try to fix the chain part that broke. You'll see what I mean in a minute, but I literally wear this all the time, and I layer it with another necklace that I got from them that has an E on it. It's so shiny. I wear mine so much. I mean, mine is still really beautiful, but it needs to be cleaned. So I just got this really pretty chain necklace, and it is just so chic. It's beautiful on its own. It's beautiful with something layered with it. It's my all-time favorite necklace. So when I saw it was on the list, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get myself a new one because I just haven't made time to fix my other one. But here is just kind of an up close as to what that looks like. Very simple, very minimal, and goes with anything. So I could even wear this if I'm wearing like tennis shoes. I don't know, I always feel weird wearing necklaces when I have tennis shoes on. Like I'm living a double life, but it literally looks so good. It's one of those necklaces that looks good with whatever you decide to wear with it. And it's not overly long or short, so you can layer longer necklaces or shorter necklaces with it. So thank you so much to Jeulia Jewelry, because I absolutely love this necklace, and I'm so grateful that you are generous enough to continue to collaborate with me. And you guys, I do have a discount code in the description in case you want to check them out. And like I said, we will get started with my sinking funds. So these are my short-term sinking funds. I still need to dress these up a little bit. We just added a ton of new dashboards, both regular dashboards and frosted dashboards to the shop. So I feel like I'm really wanting to dress up my binders again. I love the minimal look, but just for a little bit. And then I want to add some fun to them, some character. Okay, clothing and shoes. We are doing $40. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150 in clothing and shoes. Nobody needs anything right now, knock on wood. So I want to try to get that envelope a little more full if I can. Health and beauty is getting 20. So we have 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230. Home care. This is for toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning supplies, anything to take care of our house. It's getting 20. So we have 1, 2, 20, 40. And then home decor is a new envelope, and we are adding $20 to this. So we now have 40. Bo and Ziba, they are getting $10. So we have 1, 2, 300, 350, 370, 380, 390 for Bo and Ziba. Ted and Muffin, they are getting $10. So we have 100, 10, 20, 30, 40. Our chickens are getting $50. It went below freezing overnight last night, so I think I need to drag the extension cord over and plug in their water heater things because I'm pretty sure their water got a little frozen overnight. So they have 50, 100, 50, 220. So 220. We'll have to get the panels put up in the run so they don't get too cold in the winter. Family Fun is getting $20. So we have 50. Date Night is getting $10. I actually need to pull some money out of here. Let me just pull this one out. So we spent $150 last night because Chris took me out for my birthday. So I'm actually just going to pull that out now. So 51. Oh my God, what am I trying to do here? I should have just counted how much I had. There, that's 150. So I'm just going to set that aside, put that in my bank bag so I remember to deposit that next time I go to the bank. Which I went to the bank today, obviously, to get this cash, and I completely forgot to get quarters because Rowan's having her birthday party tomorrow, and she's having it at just our town's local bar and grill, but they have a ton of games and like arcade games, which is why she wants to go there, and she just loves the atmosphere there. It is really a cool place. But so I was gonna grab a bunch of quarters for the girls to play arcade games when I was at the bank, and I totally forgot. So Open Door Policy is getting $20. This is our envelope that we use for when we host. Miscellaneous is getting a 20. I'm gonna build this one back up just a little bit. This is just for things that pop up, oh my gosh, or things that we forget to budget for. So we have 100, 150, 170, 75, 180. I'm wearing one of my big comfort hoodies right now, and these sleeves are just massive, but it's so warm and so cozy, so it's worth it. Next, we have our long-term sinking funds, and I think I did get cash when I was at the bank today to do a condensing, so I think I'll do the condensing next week because I'm not gonna have time today. But support local farmers, which is for our half cow and our half pig. This one is getting 50 as always. So we have 2,000, 1, 2, 253, 354. So 2 more weeks, and this one will be fully funded at 2,500. Emergency vet is getting, I think 100. Why can't I see? Yes. So we have 2,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2,500 in emergency vet. Our medical fund is going to be getting 200. So we have 2,000, 4,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 58. So 4,800 in our medical fund. Vehicle maintenance is getting 100. The check engine light just turned on in the Suburban, so Chris is going to take that to figure out what's going on with it, but we might be spending some of this money. So we have 500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 1, and 2. So $1,200 in vehicle maintenance. Tabs and registration is fully funded with 1,000. The hockey fund is getting 100. So we have 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 950, 970, 980, 990, $2,000 in our hockey fund. We do have 3 tournament weekends that we'll need to get a hotel for. So I'm really glad we started saving that money a while ago. The school fund is getting $10. So we have 500, 10, 20, 30, 40. Garden and lawn care is getting $20. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60. pool maintenance is getting no. Where is pool? There it is. $30 is what this is getting. So we have 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 94. So is that 1,400? Yeah. 1,400. I don't think we've gotten the bill. We got our pool closed for the winter. So we haven't gotten the bill for that yet, though. Home maintenance, if we're doing 100, I would like to kind of start building this up. So you have 100, 150, 170, 180, 190. I almost said 1,000. I wish we had that much in this envelope already. Annual memberships is getting $10. So we have 1, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40. Tax prep is getting 100. So we have 500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 1, and 2. So $1,200 in tax prep. And that is going to be it for our long-term sinking funds. Next, we'll do our holiday sinking funds. I think the ebony is becoming one of my favorite colors. I'm really, really loving this binder so far. So for Valentine's Day, we're not doing anything because that is fully funded. For Easter, we are doing $10. So we have 1, 2, 300, 350, 370, 380, 85, 90, 95, 400. Our goal is 500 for this one. I do a huge Easter egg hunt for my nieces and nephews, and I like to kind of go all out for that because it's rare that me and all my sisters get together, so I try to make it a big deal. Mother's Day is getting 10, so we have 100, 150, 160, 70, 80, 90, 200 in Mother's Day. Yes, so we are 100 away. I like to have $300 in this envelope. Father's Day. Oh, Father's Day is fully funded. I forgot about that. We finished stuffing that last week. Independence Day is getting $40. So we have 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60. So 460. The 4th of July. Trick or treat, we are not stuffing Halloween. We still have 225. I have not spent anything out of there since last week. Oh, Thanksgiving is fully funded too. We finished this one last week. That's so exciting. Black Friday has been fully funded for a while. Christmas is getting 50. So we have 2,500, 6, 7, 8, 859, 950, is that 3,000? I told the girls we need to go to Hobby Lobby soon and get some Christmas decorations because I've been slowly trying to add to my collection just because we moved into a house that was bigger than our last one and I love decorating for Christmas. So New Year's Eve is fully funded. Birthday parties, I gotta put my page here. We are doing 50, and that is because Rowan is having her birthday party tomorrow, and I just wanted to give myself a little bit of extra leeway and not spend, I don't know, all of this money, I guess, which I'm literally just buying the pizza and the quarters, and then I did order some things on Target, or at Target, that I need to pick up today for the girls' little goodie bags. But if I remember, I'll pop up a picture. If I remember to take a picture, I will pop one up. If there's no picture up right now, it's because I forgot to take one, but I'm putting together these cute little goodie bags for them. And I'm so excited, but I got to take that cash out of here that I spent at Target for her birthday because I also ordered cupcakes from there too. So anyway, gift giving is getting $10. So we have 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 50, 60, 360 for gift giving. And then seasonal activities is getting $10. So we have 100, 10, 20, 30, 35, 135. Perfect, and that is going to be it for holiday sinking funds, and we will next do savings challenges, which I'm really excited about this week. because after this week, we will be in what I would consider the final home stretch for this 10K savings challenge, because this is the last bubble we're filling in for October, and then we just have November and December left. So we're only going to be stuffing this 8 more times, and then it'll be completed. So it's just crazy. And I'm really excited for you guys to see the next savings challenge that I'm going to be doing after this one, starting in the new year. So 180. So in October, we saved a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 758, 858, 70, 880, I think. Yeah, that looks right. All right, so one more month is completed, and we can move our little placeholder that I mostly just use for decoration, because it's really not that hard to figure out where I'm at because I've got the tab dividers in here, but I like the way these look, so I use them even if I don't really need to. Yeah, this one is getting full. Come on. Yeah, see, I just love the way those look in here. I think they are so cute. Next is our emergency fund savings challenge, and I did put some of the new dashboards in there. So we've got these gold foil mini dashboards that we just added to the shop, and then the Canyon dashboard, which is one of my favorite new ones. So yeah, I thought that looked really, really cute. So this is our emergency fund savings challenge. And so for rainy day, we are going to be adding 15, which is 1 bubble. And this savings challenge is customizable, so you get to decide how much each of the bubbles are worth. So sometimes I do 2 bubbles and sometimes I just do 1. It depends on how much cash I have to work with. So next, and I don't know what's going on with me right now, you guys. Okay, so we have saved 1, 2, 3, 400, 450, 470, 490, 510, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. So we're gonna have to fill a lot of these up in November and December, because my goal was to get these filled up by the end of the year. And I guess worst case scenario, I can pull cash out of my wallet, which is maybe what we're gonna have to do, just so that I can get these filled up. Like any extra cash I have at the end of the week, instead of rolling it over, just add it to the savings challenge. All right, so we have 100, 150, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. 190, you save 270 once you fill up the entire tracker. I'm still loving these clear cash envelopes. They are so good. All right. Next is the $10 savings challenge. And once you fill up all of the bubbles, you save a total of $540. Each bubble's worth 10. All right, so we have 1, 2, 300, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. $20 one is the one that's going to be tough to finish. We are the furthest away for this one. And with this one, you save $1,080 at the end, and we are just doing 1 bubble this week, like I said. Our Stranger Things savings challenge is a little bit higher than it's been in previous weeks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80. So 680 is what we have saved for this one. All right, and that is going to be it for our emergency fund savings challenges. And last but not least, we will do our Stranger Things savings challenges. What up, Steve? Right in the front there. All right, so some of these I've already completed, but so we're saving $95. That's what we scratched off last week. I'm actually going to put this in here really quick. All right, so far for Stranger Things, we've saved 1, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 470, 490, 510, 530, 550, 560, oh my God, 530, 540, 50, 60, 65, 70. So 570 is what we've saved so far, I think. I don't know. I don't know what just happened there. It beats me. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you guys in just a little bit so you can get a better view of these scratch offs and a real close up of my broken fingernail. You're welcome. So this one is completed. We have one more for our friends Don't Lie. All right, so we're gonna be saving $8. And then, let's see, I think we might, yeah, we can just probably finish off the rest of these this week. Especially this one they're relatively small amounts. I can't see what that one says. I think that says 3. I just love this one. I think it's so creative. These are from OhMamaBudget over on Etsy, and she's linked in the description so you can check it out. So we have 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 5 is 10, plus 4 is 14. All right, and then we can scratch off. We might not be able to get to these ones just depending on how much we come up with total here. All right, so we got max, which is 5. I have to add these up as we go so I don't forget which ones I scratched off because I almost did that last week. So we have 5. Then we have Mike, which is 4, so that's 9. Another Max, which is 5, so that's 14. I think that's Will, which is 7, so 21. And then another Mike, 21 plus 4, so that's 25, I believe. Hopefully I did my math correctly there. Clean that off a little bit so you guys can actually see it. But yeah, I think I did my math right, 25. And then yeah, this one will probably be on, I think on the higher end too. We'll see what we end up with. Okay, so 5 is the first one. And then, okay, that's not too bad. So 5 and 9. So that is 14 total for this one. And then our Demodog, and then we've been done with Eddie for a while. He's just kind of hanging out back there. All right, and then we got 6 for this one. So we will really quick add up what we've scratched off so far. So we have 8, 14, 25, 14, and 6. I feel like, yeah, that was right. So 67. I think I'm going to just do those this week, and then we'll round up to 70. And then that way we still have all of these to do, because I have a ton of these that I need to do at some point. So that'll get us through at least the countdown to the season finale. So these are all good to go. So I'm just going to put those in the back, and then these we will work on in the coming weeks. And then of course, last but not least, we are going to add our $1 bills into our savings challenge. Still like pretty zoomed in, but I think I'm just gonna leave it this week, you guys. So yeah, this is what we have so far, and any $1 bills that I have in my wallet, I just put those into my money bag, and then at the end of the year, we'll give it a count and see what we have. And it will likely go into our emergency fund, because pretty much everything that we're saving right now is going towards our emergency fund. Our goal is to have a minimum of $60,000 in our emergency fund, because my husband and I are both self-employed, and if anything were to happen, that's what that money would be used for, because, you know, we're we're self-employed. So, and we are about halfway there right now to that 60,000, but then things keep happening. So we have to pull money out of the savings account. So it's been fluctuating on and off, but I would say we're like between a third and halfway there. So just to give you kind of like a little update, because I get people in the comments asking every once in a while. So, and you can always watch my cash condensing videos too, because I do take out my savings trackers because we're always adding to them during those condensings. So that kind of gives you a better picture. I do really need to update my trackers though. They are so out of date and I just need to kind of reconcile those at some point. So hopefully I can do that before the next condensing video. I guess you'll find out, but that does bring us to the end of this week's cash stuffing. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it blessed you in some way, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Have a great week, you guys.